Good morning, April Fools. April 1st. About an hour in the market. It's been taking me like an hour to figure out these live stream settings, but here we are, first live stream. Market's gapped down pretty big this morning, all the way from 157 to 150. Pretty big drop, but not much volatility. I was expecting a lot more volatility in this market this morning after this puts played huge. Whatever strike you look at the gap from 112 up to 3, so obviously over 100%, almost 200% gain on any puts that anybody bought end of day yesterday. So here I'm just waiting for an opportunity. Let's see, open this up. Let's go to a 20-day. I'm going to set some levels for some support and resistance. I'm going to draw a little laggy here with the live stream. Alright, come on, give me a tool. Alright, gonna do horizontal. Yeah, so as you can see, I already have these levels set, and market is actually looking pretty decent holding this moving average here. I guess there's not really any need for any more support and resistance unless I go smaller time frames. I like it, but actually, see, it held that. That's just the moving average. So I'm gonna set. Not necessary. Not necessary at all. So it's past 3 days. So here you can see the gap down this morning, and trying to push up. It looks, but a lot of resistance up here. Not looking the strongest, but surprisingly didn't flush at the open. Just keep that up. So this is my setup. What I like to look at, I have the level 2 for the S&P 500, the 1 minute candlesticks of today, so I can see intraday, like minute per minute, what the action is. Here I always like to have a 15-minute candlestick chart, and then the daily. So this is, each one of these candlesticks is a day, each one of these candlesticks is 15 minutes, and the minute. That's what I like to look at time frame wise, so I can really see the momentum and other supports and resistance throughout a stock. If I wanted to, I can go over to my watch list and change each one of these. See what Apple's pretty much doing the same thing, trying to hold this moving average and support. Again, right here. Hard to say what the market's going to want to do today. It's obviously really tight trading range compared to that gap down. Let's see, Boeing has been very volatile for sure. Kind of setting up a bull flag, right, or some sort of flag pattern here. You know what I'm talking about. Maybe you don't. Let's do just a line. So today, oh, 1 day, yep. So we got line, support, and then here to here. So depending on what this next candle does, if it wants to break out above this, it could continue higher, but needs to hold this 140.50 level. Let's see what it's doing on the daily. Yeah, so obviously my support's already there. Let's see if it wants to hold that throughout the day. But I like to keep this main op watch actually on SPY, and then it's just the time and sales of orders that are bigger than 1,000 will come through, so I can see big orders coming through instead of millions of $100 share size. Let's see, SPY, just holding along. NVIDIA, oh, nice little pump action here. And this is where I usually scroll through the watch list and the option chain. Bidview, China stock, kind of like eBay. See what Expedia, Nvidia. I do like this Nvidia to drop lower. Let's change this to 7 days. Do a 10-minute time frame. Draw some support and resistance on this. Obvious resistance right there at 262. Support here at 250.50-ish. So that's the range for now. Roku. Well, everybody's home right now because of quarantine, so Roku is pretty much like a TV streaming app service slash product, and so Roku can provide you Disney, Netflix, Amazon Prime. So this stock has actually had a nice run up, almost 80% since the lows. I don't know why this would want to drop any further if everyone's using that service, but it's going to go with the market. This volatility and sell-off has been wild. Check the SPY. Yeah, very slow action. So I'll tell you about one of my setups I like to look at. It's 15-minute candle setup. So each one of these 15 minutes, like I said. So usually, sometimes what I'll do is I will draw a line at the, so this is the first 15-minute candle of the day. What I like to do is set a guideline at the top of the close, and that's the wrong line. Need a horizontal, sorry. Forgive me, God. Just delete that one. What I like to do is set a support there and a support at the bottom. And now if you're trying to trade this intraday, the setup is if it breaks above this top, usually you'd consider it more bullish, meaning to the upside, because it's now a half hour, an hour into the market. It finally decided to go above this line here. So now it's trying to hold that, which is showing strength. But usually what I would do, I would buy the first time it breaks out. So if I would have went ahead with that strategy, we're looking at, even do it on the 15-minute candles of the options, you would have been buying a call if you would predicting this to stay high. But really the range is so tight that it's even hard to get a decent gain. Yeah, even these contracts are losing value as the market wants to try and stay higher. So you really almost need to go in the money, which is more expensive. And yeah, there's just no reason to be buying these for a 50 cent rise in these option contract prices. So that's why I'm not trading anything right now. Just there's nothing sticking out that says I'm ready to make you a lot of money. The range is too tight, and the risk is just, risk reward isn't there. You need to wait for a setup. That's why one of the best things you can do in a market like this is just sit on your hands and wait for a play to come to you. Now, something I do see, obviously here it's having a difficult time breaking above the 250.35. And the high of day is 257. That's from the open, actually. So disregard where it says high. That's where it gapped down from. So 250.50 level is the key level to break. See, it touched it once there, rejected, held the moving average, 50-day moving average, tried to touch it again, actually considered bearish because it set a lower high. But let's see what we can do here. I'll set a trend line to mark these lows. So from this low to that low. So from low to low, I wouldn't be surprised if it comes down and wants to touch this line again. Could also do one from here to here, but that isn't really giving you a strong trend because you just force that trend line, where this one already proved a trend. So I'll delete the second one, keep this one, and now that would be hopefully a support next time this comes a downtrend. Let me see, is anybody on this stream? Probably not. Go to YouTube, see if I can actually find this stream. April Fool's Live. Oh, we're a little lagged. Go to YouTube, see if I can actually find the stream. I'm watching my live stream while I'm live streaming. Alright, so we broke above. Alright, get out of this. Thanks. So actually, we're breaking above, so you'd want to be looking at calls. Because if this actually wants to go, you see these people already buying these contracts. What am I looking at? The 253. Yeah, that's not too far out of the money, and could definitely right above that. So 253. Put these back to a minute. You can really see the time prices here better. Let's see what this wants to do. Pretty healthy action with the chop. See the puts. Yeah, wow. So another thing to consider, these are actually coming back down to the open, which if you bought here and you sold here, you might consider rebuying these or averaging your price again and buying more. Or the market can just completely rip and this could go to zero by the end of the day. Who knows? Yeah, see, we couldn't hold above that. Still gonna try. Oh, we're trying. The 153 calls. Any good penny stuff going on? Not so much. Share. Copy link. I'm gonna send out this link to the live stream to a couple friends. See what they're thinking. Whoa, whoa, whoa. I'm gonna send out this link to the live stream to a couple friends. See if Still trying to figure out this streaming. Let's see, no, manage. So this is live. Okay. Alright. I see what we got going on. Let's see. Anybody there? Go ahead and type some in the chat. Let's see. Are you real? Apparently I have 2 viewers. Whoop-de-doo. I got 3! Welcome. Welcome. Reveal yourself. Watching the S&P 500. Pretty nasty gap down this morning for any bulls. Trying to trend up though, but definitely have some resistance. Yup, right at the moving average as I thought. Thank you, Brody. Yeah, been a long time since we FaceTimed some market data back in those days. Hope you're doing well, brother. Yeah, this volume is so low right now. What are we at? Only at 48 mil, and it's almost an hour and a half in the market. Pretty low volume. I want to see like 100 mil. Here we are. Are we going to reject harder? Let's see. Watching a 15-minute candle setup. If this wants to break below the low of this guideline here, I'll probably buy a put. would be clear weakness in the market right now. Just sitting on my hands, waiting for a good opportunity. Oh, there it is. Some breaking down below moving average. Let's see what these puts are doing. 147 at $1. It's not bad. The low was 78 cents. That's why I love trading options, because if you would have bought this while this was spiking at this moving average 3 minutes ago, you already made 25% of your money. Crazy. You can't really find that anywhere else. Bigger volume moving in. Oh, we are selling. We are selling. Now, for those of you who don't know what the heck options are every time I say that, so this is an option chain. You have, instead of buying shares like you would on a level 2, where I could just go and buy 1,000 shares for 250 bucks, that's just not a reality. And let's just say you bought these at 248 and you sell them at 250. You have one share, you're making $2. Whereas if you trade the contracts, you can really leverage your money a lot better. So a contract meaning, alright, just like I said, you could have made 75% of your money just trading these puts that quick, whereas you would have made like 1% of your money, not even, on buying the shares. So it's a great way to leverage your money, and there's tons of different risks and rewards. I've been watching April 1st contracts. These expire today, meaning any of these can expire worthless. These are already going to expire worthless unless the market spikes to 329, which it very not. That's why they're a penny. The market doesn't think that the market's going this high. Whereas you get closer, there's potential for the market to go this high, so they get a little bit more value. And this blue shade means that they're in the money. It means SPY is above 249. Now it's above 250. And that's why they're going for $2. But come end of day, these could be a lot cheaper because of time depreciation and where the stock is actually at. It's really confusing. I can make a video just on that, but I like to trade closer to expiration, like today or Friday. So Friday, Monday, Wednesday, Friday, Monday, Wednesday, Friday. You get the idea. Every SPY futures are the only ones that have expirations on Monday and on Wednesday, which I love because it gives you a huge opportunity to profit a lot faster. The more out in time you go, though, the more protected you are because you have time on your side for these contracts, but they do get more expensive unless you go really far out of the money. Different strategies for everybody. Now, you're trading April 1st, the risk is going to be phenomenal, but the reward could also be, if you have the volatility. SPY here bouncing off some support. I want to see this. I want to see it move. Come on, let's get some action. Get a break. above the moving average. I am hungry. I have not eaten yet today. This could be a good entry to get in a put. If this gets slapped down by the end of the candle close in 5 seconds, let's see what happens. But if it closes above that moving average, like it just did, let's see what this next candle does. Could be strong. Yup, looks like it. Watching level 2, yep, slap back down. It's 247s, under $1. Buy these at 88 cents. If the market wants to keep falling, easily double. But if the market wants to rip or trend up, we'll be looking at the 153 calls. But you got to think, anybody that was in these, which it doesn't look like anybody cared about them due to these straight lines, meaning it's very illiquid, barely any volume. No one is really interested in those. But now that they're so cheap, expiring today, if this market wants to rip, this could give some good gains. Gotta look at it from both sides, always. That resistance still holding up, that trend line I have here. But as of now, the 15-minute candle setup is working. Trend line at the top, trend line at the bottom. Let's see where it wants to go. Broke above, now it's holding above, so strength. Showing that the market is holding this up from these levels. But rejecting right now. Yes. Just hard to trade this. The range is so tight right now. No setups that are like sticking out besides if it breaks above. So if it wants to reject, my target would be the lows down here at 247.60. But first, obviously the trend line I've already set from these two previous lows at the open, the second one at about a half hour into the market. And volume is pretty low on that red candle, so. But this volume is what you strong little sell, but bought right back up to the level. So just gotta be patient. Nothing I should be trading right now. Check out some other stocks. Let's see what Nvidia is doing. Pretty much same thing. Everything's gonna be just kind of consolidating in this range. Tesla. Not bad. Go to a 3-day, 10-minute. See, that's kind of a nice bull flagish pattern here on Tesla. If you can't see that without lines. See, it's forming this channel. And now, whether it breaks above or below, could be a good play. So, actually, I'm going to throw Tesla up. Maybe trade that. There we are, it's the channel. Let me set this to, I'll do 2 minute. It's nice breaking out of that channel. See the highs, and then broke above the trend that was down. Let's set this to, I'll do 30-minute, actually do my 15-minute candle setup. 1 day, alright. Yeah, and this could be potentially a great trade right here. Tools, guideline, top, bottom. Closed above, but faked out on that. Let's see if we can continue. Study, no, I want tools, trend line. And there's the trend I see. Now it's above that channel. The only thing I don't like about Tesla is the contracts are always outrageously expensive. So kind of gotta go Friday expiration, weekly contract. Kind of got to go out of the money. $5.25, like they're $13, but the potential's there. It's just expensive. So we can go further out of the money, but I doubt Tesla's going to 240, so these will probably expire worthless by Friday if the market stays where it's at, but they get cheaper. Go 3 days. See, yesterday these were all the way at 24, but due to the market gapping down, check SPY. Oh, there, SPY, the bullishness wants to go. What it wants to do is, in my opinion, fill this gap that it created overnight. Nice trend, higher lows. Though I've already missed the opportunity to buy these. Like I said, these are at $1 just a couple minutes ago. Could have picked these up at 8. Yeah, you're making 25% of your money. Now, if you choose to hold, well, more potential, but then you're gambling away profit that it already gave you. Who we got in this stream? Oh, Brody, what are you saying? Dude, I was looking at 248 puts yesterday. Well, I was looking at them too, but I was just not confident that this market wanted to drop that much because the market was really trying to hold up higher, but that candle yesterday turned red, faded at the end of the day yesterday. I was really considering it, but these overnight plays can be really risky. With 270 calls, hedge for the swing. Alright, so you're trying to hedge. That's not a bad idea. Couldn't pull the trigger because of nerves, but damn, would have been some nice profit. Yes, sir. Yeah, those 248 puts paid out nice this morning. Went from $1 to $3. It would have made 200%. I was looking at those too, Brody. Would have been an easy sell at market open. See if I can find another. Well, the next level I have here, 252.79. Might be able to adjust that a little. Don't like that. Pull that down just a hair. Reason I did that, support, strong support, nice bounce off that, but now we're below that. It's going to play as resistance. Any other levels that could, let's see, too many aggressive ones. Actually, right here with this wick, my bad, this wick right here is where this SPY is trying to break above, and it kind of is with this red dashed line. You can see it's just above that. So bulls are pushing this up higher as we speak. So these calls, the ones I was looking at, were the 153. They're now paying 80 cents to $1.25. That's a nice gain. Just so risky here. This, what you see all the time is it takes all day for this stock to trend up, and then it just gets wiped out in one or two candles, just like it did. I think it was what, last Friday. Let me see here. Where are we at? Let's set this to 10 minutes. Yeah, look at this. It all day effort to trend up. End of day, just wiped out. I actually made $100 on this. I was buying puts up here. I was like, there's no way that this market's going to end this strong without fear over the weekend. So I think I put like $250 in, pulled out 350. Small trade, but I just knew that with options expiring, there's bound to be a huge move in one direction, and these calls were already way up huge. I'd be selling end of day just in case it did do this. We got a nice little bounce off this support here, which is playing a role back here. So I think we're going to go to this moving average, the red one here. What is that, my 50-day moving average? I think that's where we're headed. That's where that resistance line is as well. So that's the target right now. But you have to consider, that's my target. What are other traders' targets in this market right now? You're not the only one trading this. There's tons of other support and resistance that people have. Like for instance, this, what is this, my EMA? Yeah, 9 EMA, wow. So it's still technically bearish until we can get above this EMA. Meaning that the market's still weak. And until we cannot get above that, once we're above it, we're more bullish territory. That's why it's still very risky to trade these calls. This isn't the type of action I like to trade. This is terrible, choppy. This is where you get eaten up. You're like, oh, I'm going to buy this at $1. Sure, you might make 25% real quick, but this can easily, if the market drops 50 cents, these are going right back down. Let's see if we can get an example here for you. Selling, down ticking, let's see. I'm going to eat my banana. Put something in me. That's it, Brody. Capitalizing with confidence. Right now, I'm just not confident to buy calls. There's just, that's called forcing a trade. Your best bet would have been to buy them at the open, but still, you really actually wouldn't have made any gain if you bought them at the open, which is crazy. That's just how options work. Don't like that. Let's see, Tesla. Yep, Tesla's breaking out of that channel. But again, market's starting to sell, so is Tesla. It's no range right now. Unlike Tesla yesterday morning, where it ripped from 504 to 539. That's what you want to be trading. It's already 11:14. So now intraday, again, we're falling above below the EMA. Weakness. Weakness on 1 minute, weakness on 15 minute, and you don't even need to set a 9 EMA for a daily. What else can we look at? JNUG. Nope. What's oil doing? Not too shabby. Netflix. Guys, and if you can't hear me when I'm mumbling, sorry. I like to mumble sometimes. Sometimes I forget I'm actually live streaming. First time doing this. Comment what's wrong, what I should do. Things make it better, you know. I'm not trying to bore the hell out of you guys, but sometimes the market can be boring. Let's see, BD, what was that stock somebody was watching? Let's see, GRYO. Ah, nice little uptrend on this penny stock today. Shucks, done it out. No. Put this on a 60-minute, 7-day, 20-day, 1 month. That's a nice trend there. Up 60% on that. Yep, just as I thought. Look, those calls right back down to where potentially could have bought them in this chop. Could have made, sure, 30%, but you got to be on the trigger to get out of those when the market was at these highs. So 148 puts. It's another reason I love options. You can play at both sides, just riding the waves. Say, okay, the market's going up, I'm going to buy calls. Alright, I think it's topping, I'm going to sell them, and I'm going to switch and buy puts. Like, that's just a great tool to have, is these options. Just very risky. I'm not a financial advisor. Take anything I say as just my opinion. Who else is watching? Let me get a comment. I want to see who's watching this stream. I know Brody's here. Who else is here? I've already been streaming for 42 minutes. Wow. We got some weird emojis here. YouTube house? I guess that's what that is. Oh, this is the kind of rejections I like to see. But I don't like where the moving averages are at. We're above the 50 and above the 100. Usually what I like to see is it rejects a level, like a double top like this, but as well as these moving averages being up here, being rejected off that. Because this 15-minute candle setup still strong. Green candle after green candle. There's just too much support. All these moving averages support. It's just bound to bounce off of them. If I got in a put, it would just wreck it. Kill the premium. 15-minute candle. Looking, see, even though it's above it, like these calls are not going up as I would like to see them. today. Someone else tune in. I got 5 watching. Ayo. First live stream. Forgive me, God, for any mistakes I make in my slurring or whatever. I'm not perfect. I'm just trying to watch the market and share it with whoever's tuning in. Appreciate any of you guys tuning in right now. Just waiting for an opportunity. Nothing's sticking out to me. I mean, these calls could be a play, but it's just risky. It looks like they're trading pretty healthy, but at the same time, they're very illiquid. There's not many people trading these at all. The volume's really low. So the one looking over here at the open interest and total volume, the ones that are being traded the most are the 250 calls. So people are buying in the money calls at 270. The reason they're doing that is because there's less risk. This falls from 270 to 250. Sure, you might lose 15 cents per share, 25 cents per share contract, excuse me. Whereas if you're buying the 153s and it goes from 30 to $1, you're losing 30 cents per contract. Like that percentage gain is huge when you're trying to trade these options. So people are trading safer plays in the money. They might be more expensive, but they're a lot safer. You have more time to get out if needed. I want to say more time, but your percentage loss isn't that big. But this is going from 269 to 248. Like now you're starting to eat into your money. These puts looking weak below. I like to see the cross there, so kind of have a setup coming up. It's not really a double top, but volume's considering it weak. Probably going to come down 250-50. See the 148 puts. I've been watching 148 puts up 10% since that high. Let's see if the market, no, not yet. See what Tesla's doing. What I like about Tesla will probably come down. Tesla as support now. Oh, we're gonna get a move down here. If we break these lows, lower lows, we're going. Oh, what? Let's see. Yeah, now we're getting some good trading action. 11:23. You know what it is? It's the European close. Oh yeah. Red volume coming in. Sellers are present. From an entry at $1, only up. I consider being up on whatever the bid is because you can get out on the bid. You can't get out at the ask unless somebody buys it through this upticking. But so technically only up 7% since that fall, unless you got it at 90 cents, even better entry. But considering $1 where it was a visible weakness about to come in, now 10%, 9%. I want to see people buy the ask. That would show that the market's getting weaker if people start buying the ask of these contracts. SGBX. Let's see, it's coming up on my scanner. Today. Wow, yeah, that's nice penny stock. Filling a gap. I would not be buying it up here, but look at it daily. Could be in play to go up. Has tons of room. Just not something I trade these days. If it broke 10 bucks, then I'd look at it. Huge psychological number. Just keep that there. AYTU, been doing absolutely nothing. Set a little trend here. Draw a line. From the low, right there. Yep, sure. That's kind of what I'm seeing there. Oh, SPY. Coming down on the trend line. Now, do you buy it at the trend line? Oh, that would have been a nice 30%. Now, these calls are getting cheaper, though. I was looking at the 253s. Down 40% since I was looking at them. Double bottom coming in, which I don't really consider trading chart patterns off option contracts. Tesla. Testing that trend support. 204. $248's getting closer to the money. Now, I'm not gonna, even though these are paying out right now, I'm not gonna chase this move down, because if you get in these, you say, oh yeah, it's doing what I thought it was gonna sell off. You buy these here, and the market bounces right here. There's no point in doing that. If anything, you'd want to be buying the calls right now, as they're cheaper, 70 cents. But the market's got to go up towards 153. But this is the bounce. If it wants to bounce, it should be here. And if it breaks that, it's going to be pretty blood. Pretty blood. So that's what I'm saying about these. The market has been trending up for over an hour, trying to make highs, and in 10 minutes, it just wiped all that effort away. And coming down to my 15-minute support, like, we're right there. Volume. Breaking down even further. Wow, 40% on these puts. I thought some weakness was happening up here. Just didn't like that it was still above the 50-day moving. Clearly below it now, though. And failing the trend line. More weakness. Puts are paying 50%. Tesla braking, trying to hold with those wicks for dear life at the 104. But this is clean action down, so may not want to retest any of those higher levels. But right at support here. SPY. Do I buy these calls? Do I buy the calls? I don't like it. $0.75. Potential entry. Watch how fast these puts depreciate if this bounces. EMA resistance. Can we break? Get above 249.80? No. Still here. Oh. Wow, the stock was halted. Halted. It's probably going to break 10 today. SGBX. It's a little out of my price range. Oh my. That's a flush. That's why I don't like trading that. Projecting the EMA on the SPY. Shoulda, coulda, woulda bought those puts, made 50%. 248s would have been nice from 90 to 150. Looking at it macro, market is weak and could barely hold these highs. Your risk reward would have been more favorable put side. 23 calls, still at 70 cents, 78. Is this the bounce off the trend? AMD. Wow, this would have been a great trade at AMD this morning. These contracts were at 30 cents. Hit $1.20. Very nice. Again, 15-minute candle setup. Perfect. Oh, AMD. That was nice. Looking weak now. Puts starting to curl. SPY again rejecting 100-day moving average. Holding the trend line. You see, it's really trying to hold the previous trend that it's already made. Low, low, trying to hold it. I want some price action. Doo-doo. Add some tunes. iTunes. Feel I bring error. Appreciate that, CDS. First live stream, just getting some watchers, you know, following the markets, looking for opportunity. Oh, we're dropping trend. This puts are going to go back up. There it goes. Wait for stronger signals. Clearly, downtrend is a strong signal. We're going to break these lows. Break them. We're going to try and hold the 249. What was the low on that candle? 249.13. We need to hold 249.13. If not, it's going to most likely break lower. 7 cents away. Bidder's really trying to hold the 249.18 level. There's a big bidder taken out. Back up. Watching this level 2 at the bids and the ask. You want to see buyers here trying to hold this up. Or you're going to see sellers come in here. 13 broke it. Broke the low. Puts. See how fast those puts went up? With this volatility. What's next target I would feel would be down here 148.62. working on it fast. This is the type of the volume's relatively low, but just straight sellers. We're gonna get back up in 149s. Oh, we're gonna hit that next target I was talking about. 48.60. Oh my god, these puts are gonna be up 100% without me. I love it though. God is good. God is good. There it is, right there. Oh. Dang. Dang. That's why I love options. If this goes to $2, that'd be nuts. Do I reverse it and buy the 53 calls? That's bold. That would be a bold move. Very illiquid, unhealthy price action. Risque, but bounce potential here. Bounce potential. Let's say I get in at 50 cents. Boom, bought that contract. Not really, just saying, pretending. This isn't a great way, another great way for people to learn how to trade. You pretend that you just bought that contract because you wanted it and you believe the stock was going to bounce from there. So say you're in at 50 cents. Bid's at 52. You're up. Now it's at 55 cents. Bid's still at 50 though, so it's weak. But that's how I like to learn. If pretending that, pick one side of the trade. Okay, let's just say I entered that trade. Let's see how it would have played for me. Now you're pretty much buying a falling knife right here because you don't know when this is going to stop. But here, looking at the 15-minute candle setup, we're here on this moving average, 200-day moving average, trying to hold up as support. So it's going to be a little hard for this to fall through that moving average. Hunter contracts going through at 50 cents. What's Tesla looking like? Yep, Tesla broke down. Now it's going to be resistance. I'm sorry. Snap out. Above, try to hold it as support, broke below. Now it's going to be resistance unless it can break above that trend. So, waiting. $0.50. I would like more coffee. Like I said, if I would have bought those contracts at 50 cents, could have been a good trade. Still in a very risky situation if you were in 50 cents though. This could be a nasty rejection. See what UVXY is doing. Market inverse. Yup. Just as I thought. So UVXY, this is an inverse of the market. So when the market was tanking, this was spiking. Now if you zoom in, this was today's price action. When the market was at its high, this was actually forming a low and being bought. Now if the market continues to get more volatile and wants to go lower, this is just going to go right back up. Wow, market just dropped. See? Risky buying those calls. Those puts are paying nice though. What was it? The 148s. 28 cents out of the money. Could be in the money soon. Wow, up to 185. I think they're going back to 2. Could be wrong. Just keep swimming, just keep swimming. I watched it happen right in front of me. From a low of 84 to now 176. Nearly 100% gain possibility with trading options. I love it. If you guys haven't already, please go to my Instagram channel, page, whatever you want to call it, and follow me at Faye Trades, Faye_trades. I'd appreciate it. I'm still waiting for like 7 more comments on the last post to make a video about options. If you don't know what options are and how you can find this potential, I'll tell you, teach you, go through it, because this is where money's at. Ooh, it's a bearish looking candle. Ooh, if we jump here, needs to get back above this green 9 EMA for me to consider any long play calls. Tesla. Weak. Let's discover some more. Expedia. Facebook. Home Depot. TLT. UNH. Walmart. Walmart's not bad. looks good. Amazon, gapping down with the market as well. Abivai, Apple, Google, Beyond Meat, Micron. Ooh, that looks bad. That looks pretty bad. Oh my, this penny stock is running. It's a nice little run there. SPY trying to create a bottom and get back above this 9 EMA. Do I put some exposure in the market? These calls could go back up 70 cents. I might. But why? Off the moving average. Didn't break below the 15-minute candle. Some gaps now, voids in support. Put an order, 42 cents. No. If I want them, I better get them now. Just don't like it. It's going to break this trend and poop. Plop right back down to lows. Do like the potential though. I do like the potential. Got some resistance at 2485 though. That's another support I did not put in here. That would have been great to have. Horizontal. Right here. That's exactly where we went to. These lows. This support. So we're going to test that again. Still holding in between the first 15-minute candle range. Opening levels. Trying to hold 248.75, 85. That was the play. Puts right there. As it broke below the 20-day. Rejected the 20. It's going to reject the 20 again. Oh, no, buyers. Buys. They like it. Is there news? Tesla. Oh. What's BA doing? What's good old Boeing doing? Trying to hold your support as well. Not too shabby. this on a 7-day, 30-minute. Gross. Sorry for how quiet I am. Just trying to watch the market, seeing what's going on. A little slow here with some tight trading ranges after this big move down from 150, 140, or 250, 141, excuse me. Sold off about 250. Trying to find support. Get back above these moving averages. Pretty healthy. Put 50 bucks on the table, $55. Should I flip a coin? Heads, yes. Tails, no. Comment coin if you want me to take the trade. I'll run and grab a quarter. Leave it up to the coin. Alright, I got a coin. What is this? This isn't even American. It's a Jamaican 50 cents. Got Jamaican 50 cents. Comment flip if you want me to flip this coin. Here it is. If you want me to flip it, comment coin. Whoever's there. Might try and buy these down here. No one believes in those calls either. That's what I'm saying. Still risky. This one bottom is not strong. And there we go, selling more. See? You guys are on my side. No comments, no trade, no losing trade. Going back down, these 248 puts going back up. Still watching these calls. I'm not going to buy these puts with this high already premium. As much as they can go up higher. I said I think they're going to 2. It's another reason why I shouldn't buy these calls, because I already said that the puts are going higher. Oh yeah, we're going lower. Yeah, these are perfect waves on these puts. I think we're going to 146. I think we're going to 246, sorry. These hit 2. I would have been right. But I was wrong for not getting in the trade. Seeing the weakness up here. I said it. I said looking weak. We're going to double top. Oh, we're going to break the level. We're going to break that level. 248.35. Are we going to go in the 20s? We're not there yet. Trying to hold. This could be the double bottom. Could be a double bottom. Could I see us going back to 253? That's way up here. I don't know. Not looking promising. I'll say that much. Buy the calls here. Do I buy the calls? I don't like it. Looks weak. Sit on my hands, Faye. Sit on my hands. Give it 40 cents, 10 cents cheaper. I might take the risk. I don't know, we're breaking. If I can get these at, ooh, dang, we're falling. 48's going to 2, going to 2. 2's on the ask. 2 it is. I called it, said it. Up 100%, guys, on those puts. If you would have bought them down here at $1, I watched them. I couldn't get myself to do it. I got a problem with that. I can see the trade happening. I can see the potential, but I just don't execute. And my funny finger wants to go and buy some calls right now. While we're $3, $4, $5 out of the money, and we only have 4 hours left of trading. I'm incredible. I amaze myself sometimes. So these calls go 40 to 60. I make 20 bucks. Not worth it. Not worth it. But I think I'm gonna do it. Flip the coin. I'm flipping the coin. Heads, yes. Tails, no. It's tails. Do not take the trade. Do not take the trade, Faye. Do not buy it at 40 cents. Do not. That's what the coin said. They're going to expire worthless. I know that, because the market's not going to 253 by the end of the day unless something crazy happens. Coin said, do not. See, the destiny lied in the flip, catching in the hand, and then flipping it once more on my top of my other wrist. It's destiny. Said no. Coin said no. Keeping this coin here. It's Jamaican 50-cent piece. It's funny because I wanted to buy it at 50 cents and now it's at 40. I'll keep that coin there. Probably saved my account a little bit. There they are. Would have been a nice trade on the puts there. Yeah, they just look too strong. Too strong. Market's selling. Dang, even if I would have bought it, could have made still 50% right there. Still watching 253 calls and the 248 contracts puts. See these? Wow. Now these further out the money puts went from 22 cents to 58. That is a nice gain as well. I have to go to the bathroom. Been streaming for an hour and a half. Cool. Coin said don't take it. I'm pretty happy though with this live stream. I got it to get to 1080p. That's sweet. My last video was only like 640 or something like that. Maybe 720. Figured out the layout. At least I got that much done today. Probably gonna go work for a buddy in a little bit. Already got a couple hours of them. Might as well get some more. See what these Twitter peeps are saying. Gyro is just starting. Owner paid $400,000 for this SEC filing shell. Gyro. Yep. He said that an hour ago. No, he wasn't wrong. LKSD. Alright, I'm gonna run to the bathroom. Make sure you thumbs up the video, and I'll be right back. Alright, I'm back. I had to make myself some eggs and a bagel. Because what's the point of having wealth if you don't have health? You know what I'm saying? Oh, flipped a coin now. They're cheaper. This puts maxed out at 212. Not bad from 90 cents. 84 cents. Alright, I might flip the coin one more time. Why do it again? Do I not trust the coin? And no one commented to flip the coin, so oh boy, oh boy. Nice double bottom on SPY. I'm not the only one that sees it, apparently. Does Tesla agree? Wow. Tesla came down a lot. Show extended hours? No. And you would get rid of my trend line. Thanks. I'm glad I'm not flipping that coin again, getting these contracts. They're gonna lose value over time no matter what. Unless we really spike. Hello, hello, I'm here. Watching the market. And I fear. Overall, relatively slow day. Already had a huge gap down. That was the play. Calls barely played out on this uptrend. Puts on the other hand, yeah. But now you're being greedy if you're trying to buy puts here. If you're holding them, well, that's even better. You still have plenty of room to run. We heading back to Lowe's. Who wants to learn something? Who's my watcher? Comment me. What do you have? You have a question? Who is you? I'll wait. It's loading. Waiting for your response. Don't be shy. I'm here for you. Market's hitting lows. What do you want to know? What can I tell you? What can I do to help you? What can I do to profit and make you profit as well? Sorry if you can hear me chewing. Gotta feed the beast. Alright, whoever's tuning in, comment what you want to know. What can I teach you? What do you need help with? Want to know why I sit here and do this? Go ahead, feel free to ask. You want to know what I just ate? Go ahead, feel free to ask. Or else I might just play Britney Spears the rest of this live stream. Brody, I have a scanner up, but I don't even bother to look at it because I just have the watch list, and I mainly I don't really trade penny stocks anymore. So I have a list. Mainly what I do is I have my Twitter my Twitter up, and if somebody comments something like that's how I found this one and this one and this one, is basically I just use Twitter. There's so many other people out there that like are pros at scanning. I just use that instead of setting up a scanner since I really don't trade penny stocks. I mean, I do have I'll show you this. I just have a high-low ticker on my other screen so I can see what's hitting low of days or 52-week lows. So I kind of use this, but I mainly just stick to the SPY just because that's what I'm most comfortable with. They have more expiration dates, excuse me, for more opportunity. And so I mainly just stick to the big name blue chips because they're legitimate companies, and there's real volume, unlike some of these penny stocks where it's really low volume. Well, it's relatively high volume compared to what I don't even know what this company is, GRYO, but sure, it had a great trade from a penny and a half to, you could have made 100% on that, but there's no guarantee, and if I just don't like trading that. Sometimes I will. I was a couple months ago, but I just kind of stay away from that stuff unless I get in it before like the big move, if I truly believe in something. But I really don't scan for any penny stocks like that anymore. If I did, I would go to tools on my account, and I haven't even set up a scanner in a while. What am I looking for? No. Strategy scanner right in front of my face. So I could set one of these up. Let's say I'm bullish, and it's trending. Maybe I do rallying off bottom, under $20 moving up. That's something I'd be interested in. So I just hit go and see what comes up on this and modify it in so many different ways depending on what your strategy is. So I'll keep this up and see if any. You also, let me edit this because obviously nothing's under $20 and moving up. SFE, actually that was on my Twitter. So hold on, let me link this to Penny 3, and I can just click on that. This was one that I've been alerted on Twitter multiple times. Somebody already brought it up. Their target's 5 to 6. Definitely potential together. Let me see a 3-month chart. A 6-month. Yeah, it definitely has potential to go up there, but again, you're trading shares, which is less risk than trading options, but at the same time, it's a penny stock. Safety Group. Well, let's see. Tools. What am I looking for? Research. Can I research this? It's going to take forever to load. Yeah, that Didn't do anything. Tools, alright, let's just do news. See why this is even jumping off in general. So pen 3, meaning penny 3 is third chart over here, penny 2, penny 1, okay. So SFET, so what is this? 20 hours ago, shareholder update. Fourth quarter, so it's probably earnings, right? Yeah, earnings last night. Loses 11.3 mil, but yet their stock is up 130%. See, like, weird, but it's something to do with shareholder stuff. I'm not going to get too in-depth on this. I don't really care all that much about news. All I care about is it is news, and that's why it's moving, as a catalyst. But this is not moving. Let me see. Edit strategy filters. Let's see. What do we got? Let's do under 10. Dollar volume I want to change to the minimum of 1 million. It's 100,000. We'll just make it actually 500,000. Okay. Edit. Just do 1 new high days 1. Let's see what else we can get here. See, this scanner is a really good tool. I used to use it a lot. I would set one for penny stocks. I would set one for stocks that are between $1 and $5. There's so many different strategies that you could set this to. Let's see, filter. So I would like to get more on here, so I want to know why I'm not getting more. But I want them to be low in price. Dollar volume, 500,000, that's respectable. Volatility. What if I take out the 1? Gross. Like, that is not something you want to trade. At least I don't. No volume. 6 months. That's what it looks 6 months. Yeah, it's great. Yeah. So, you put that 1 back in because that is not something I want. Volume today. Well, how about I take out dollar volume and I put volume today 2 mil. So I think that, yeah, SV was over 2 million in volume. SFET, whatever you call that. What's the volume? Total volume. Yeah, it's 14 million, right? 14 million in volume. Yeah, that's nice. That's what you want to trade. Except the move already happened. So now you're just waiting for a dip, good support level, filters. Well, if I did 200, if I did 2 mil, yeah, so this over 5 mil, 1 over 5 mil volume, price above 2, below 15, same stock popping up. Do pink sheets, OTC, Nice. I'll just do all of them. That'll bring up a little bit more. Same stock. That's clearly the one of the day. I'm trying to think. New high on Ask. Let's take this one out. Take this one out. Now I'm interested. I want to get this scanner running smoothly. Could do double top, double bottom. Here we go, 5 minute high, that's what you want. I'm going to take out that. So stocks are making 5 minute high, making a 5 minute low, 10 minute high, 10 minute low. That all bumps them up. I'm going to do breaking out of the 15 minute. So that's my 15 minute candle setup actually. So that's a good one. Let's see, I just added a bunch of stuff on there. MRO, that's 15 minute low. So I don't know what platform you use. I forget, Brody, if it's E-Trade or I think you can do this on TD Ameritrade as well. But scanner is definitely great if you're trying to trade some stocks. Though this has a high float and a lot of shares. Well, a lot CCL. So this is Carnival. What's that? 10 minute low. WMB Williams. No idea what that is. AA. S-feed again, 10 minute low. This is definitely a great tool to have. I might put this up on one of my screens. Though I do want to edit it to let me see what that is. What is this? 10 minute high. Looks like a biotech. IFRX. Start from the bottom. Don't know what that is. Continuation, sell signal. Let's see the 2 minute and 5 minute continuation. And I'll do the 15. I'll do the 15 minute green bar reversal. Oh, I do like a 10 minute hammer, 15 minute hammer. Yeah, let's do all the hammers. Alright, filter. I'm gonna bump this down to $1. Bump this back down to 10. Today's volume, relative volume, I'm gonna do 2. Let's see where that puts us. New 5 minute low. SGBX. SPY hitting a low again. These contracts went back above 2. 225. Jeez. These contracts. Thank you, coin. I would have bought those at 40. Now down to 30. Not a good feeling. But something I do like about this S-feet is that if there are any shorts in this, let me scale this out. So year to date, if there's anybody shorting this and this gap up, their shorts are in the red pretty bad. Like if you're short any of this or previously above these levels, below these levels, you're now in the red. And that's why this squeezed so much at the open. This kind of did like a short squeeze. See, right at the open, it gapped up, short squeeze, a little bit of selling, but now anybody that's short of this in this level is technically red right now. Any bulls that bought below here are in the green. So it's just a matter of really like just trying to find like considered both sides of this trade. There's people that are stuck in this short, and that probably doesn't feel good, so they're waiting for this to sell off. I mean, it's pretty clean trading today. I do like clear bottom-ish at 250. Good support there. This could be a bull flag. We do a line. That's not really the flag. It would be more across, but it's a downward channel. See if we can break out of that. But you have a horizontal support here. We'll do there. That's hole number 250. $425. Yeah, that's good enough. But yeah, to answer your question, I mainly just have a few names that I play. This watch list, they all have options that trade. So that's what I stick to. Tesla still showing resistance at that level. Initial trend that I set. That's below 15-minute candle setup. SPY, I'm sure is now. That's not SPY. Yep. That's a 15-minute candle setup. Short it at the break. That trend line moved a little. Broke below, but already missed the meat and move on that put play. Any other questions? That answer your question, bro? Here's that scanner still working. We get here, put it back over here. Let's see, what do we have? A 5-minute high. CEMI, see that's trading nice, it's got volume. That's why I set the volume higher, because now you have actually stuff that's trading. I don't like that. Steel. Wow, steel's only $6. Yeah, what are some that you watch? Brody? Never knew your last name was Smith. We watch like Facebook. I knew you were big into Facebook when we talked. My stream's almost delayed a minute now that I'm looking at this. Watching the SPY, I like it. Mainly watching it because I'm watching it, or because that's what you like to watch. Dow Jones, SPX, and the VIX. Yeah, VIX is a good indicator. Or just UVXY because they have options. I don't believe TVIX has options. Yeah, no options for TVIX, so I watch TVXY. Alright, I'm gonna pause you guys on mute. I'm getting a phone call. Headset, mic, audio. Alright, I'm back. SPY is still dropping. Crazy. Oh my god, I can't believe we didn't get into those puts. We're almost at 3. And we broke low day, or the initial low of SPY. Not surprised there. Kinda am, but not. I'm gonna add another support there, see where that level's at. Going down, down, baby. Low Street in a Range Rover, vroom, vroom, baby. Ready to let it go. Shimmy, shimmy, Cocoa Puff, listen to me now. SPY's dropping, and I'm not in those puts. Now, if I were to want to get in some calls for a bounce, I would not be getting these 153s anymore. They're just way too far out of the money. Even though they're cheap, they're just too far out of the money. So they're bound to expire worthless. I'd probably be watching the 151s come up $2. Same price as I was looking for, $40. If I buy one contract, 40 bucks. Do I flip the coin now? Flip the coin on these ones? Even though market's signaling straight weakness. Where's my chart? There it is. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know how I feel about that. Whoever's alerting this on Twitter is buying more. SFIT. Not that. No. SFIT. There we go. Said he's averaging up. Meaning he's buying more, higher than whatever price he already paid. He must truly believe in this stock. Which isn't a bad thing. Definitely could rip towards end of day. Ooh. See, the only reason I would like the calls now is because this has been trending down for almost an hour. Clear hour. Like an hour and a half. Time to give the bears a break. I mean, if I look at it, if I was in these down at $1, I would have been selling into the strength 100%. But also not selling has been rewarding anybody who's been holding. So pretty much if I was in this and I had like 5 contracts, I would be selling on each strength and maybe holding one for end of day in case this market really wants to plummet. But damn it, that was a really good move today. Really good move. We're right back up to where we gapped on these puts. Have any more questions? Hit me. Why didn't I buy the puts? I'm asking myself the same question. Just a tricky market. We had no idea that this was going to happen. No idea. There were some hints out there, but just looked, yeah. Dang. We touched 309. No, not yet. That was this morning. Probably the safest calls right now would be anything above 249. I don't want to say safe, but still have potential to not expire worthless. Need to get the VWAP. I haven't seen the VWAP on any of this. What's another name for VWAP? A weighted average price. Nope. Wow, new lows. New lows. See, now I have this high-low ticker. SPY's been up here multiple times. NVIDIA. Obviously the VIXs are all hitting highs. Adobe on there. And you see, obviously the market is selling because look how much faster this is going. Stocks are hitting more lows rather than highs. Anything hitting highs really is like an inverse. We're really getting some momentum here. People are starting to panic. We're getting below this moving average. Does not look good. Honestly, we could be headed much lower. NVIDIA, Apple. TLRY. McDonald's. Link to. Where's my link to? This is my link to. Wow, these are all the way. Thank you, coin. I was trying to buy these at 40 cents. Coronavirus. Ugh. Oh, 248. I'm sorry, yeah, 248's almost below $1 now.
I can't write a song that's not about you.
That's my wife. Just kidding, fiance, soon to be wife. She's looking at me like I'm some sort of weirdo, which I am. I'll admit it. $248. Do I take it? It's $100. It's $100. Actually, I might take it on my other account. Let's see, SPY. Yeah, I'm gonna do it. SPY trade SPY. Let's see. Oh man, this is ugly. I want them to be cheaper actually. April 1st. 248 calls. I'll do one at $1. Alright, so I have an order in the market to buy the 248 calls at $1. So I'm not filled yet on my TD Ameritrade account. order is working. Watch me not get filled. Running away from me. It is running away. No reason to chase it here with his weakness. Ran away from my entry down here. Dang. Let's see, you gonna fill me now? If it does, probably gonna slam down, probably to new lows. So I might get ready to adjust this order. Replace. If I get it at 90 cents, that'd be a lot better. It's gonna run without me. She gon' run away. Would have been up 20%. Seconds too late. Seconds too late. Yep, it's gonna be bought up. I'm already too late. Already too late. That's the move I was looking for. Just a quick 25%. Ouch. I'm going to cancel that order. Cancel the buy at $1. UVXY, U-shaped break, came back to test. honestly, should look at plays further out the money now. Probably like April 17th. Like, honestly, 220 put. 15, 220. Expensive. Oh. Hello. Alright, I'm gonna sign off here. Been streaming for 2 hours. It's been real. Continue watching the market, but you're on your own now. As am I. Got some few things to take care of today. Already missed the meat of the move, so yeah, we'll see what happens here. But thanks for tuning in. If you haven't already, press the like button and definitely that red subscribe. And catch me next time I'm streaming live. Peace out, y'all.